First off, what can you tell us about Alvarez?
Nothing as of right now. It's a thumb injury. He's going to go back to New York, and he's going to get an MRI tomorrow. So right now, we don't know what we're dealing with, but we just got to wait now.
What did you like about the overall plate approach against Kirby early in that game?
Yeah, I thought I'm going to go back to that first at bat from Mark Vientos when he's got runner in scoring position, and he's trying to get a ground ball there, and he took two really good sinkers and then got him up in the zone and was able to get that sac fly. But I think just overall, got him up. We were aggressive, especially with his fastball, and we executed well.
Carlos, you guys kept Francisco in the game there initially. What happened in between innings when you decided to take him out?
Yeah, I mean, he was gripping, when we went out there, there was some strength, obviously. He's like, I'm good. Then he scores, and he's like, let me play catch. At that point, I was like, if you're still like, let's not mess around with it, and let's go inside. And I basically took it away from him. I didn't want to let him even play catch there.
Considering his history with hand issues, how concerning is this situation?
Concerning, I'm not going to lie, because that's, the third time. But I'm not going to sit here and speculate because we don't know what we're dealing with.
What kind of growth have you seen from Mark so far this year?
It hasn't been easy for him. A lot of ups and downs. Not started the year not the way he wanted it or anticipated it, the way we anticipated it. And it hasn't been easy for him the past couple of weeks with inconsistent playing time. He plays one game, maybe sits for a few of them and then gets. And it's not an easy role, but that's kind of like the messaging with him and then some of the other younger players. Like, they got to stay ready. And to his credit, proud of him because to have a game like that against a really good arm, is pretty impressive. We need him. We need all of those guys. He was a big part of this team last year, and he's going to be a big part here moving forward. We saw it tonight. He's too good of a player, and, hopefully he can just take off from today.
And what was the atmosphere like? I know we talked earlier about what it was like pregame, but being in a stadium filled with little leaguers, what's that like? Yeah,
I mean, it's special, man. It's it just kind of takes you back when you were a kid, and then you watch the kids in the stands, and then they're singing, they're jumping, and they're trying to get players' attention, like they're enjoying the game. It's pretty cool. I think this is a hell of a job by Major League Baseball for them to put an event like this. And put so many smiles on people's faces and kids' faces. So it was pretty good.
Spanish, Carlos. En esa línea, ¿cómo fue para ti tener al equipo de Venezuela detrás del dugout de ustedes, apoyando, gritando, emocionados?
Sí.
Y que mañana tienen un partido duro contra Japón, nada menos que uno de los favoritos del torneo de Williamsport.
Para ganar los campeonatos hay que ganar a los mejores. Ellos son un tremendo equipo. Pero de verdad que qué orgullo poder ver a esos niños, a ese grupo del cuerpo técnico, no solamente representando a Latinoamérica, a Venezuela, sino pues de nuestra ciudad, Barquisimeto, y que hayan podido pues tener esta experiencia. Agradecido por Major League Baseball y por todo el esfuerzo que han hecho los padres para que estos niños puedan venir aquí. Estuve hablando, se sienten bien de sus chances, saben que mañana pues tienen un gran compromiso contra el equipo de Japón, pero ellos están preparados y les deseo la mayor de la suerte, les deseo que pues Dios los ilumine y los siga bendiciendo.
Carlos, what did you see from Clay tonight?
I thought he was really good, other than that inning where it seems like Lindor had trouble with the line. Overall, I don't know if the players, I have to ask him, but, we saw a couple of plays from Rodriguez in center field too. But that inning got long on him. I thought he was in a position to go at least 6 innings today. But the pitch count got up, but I thought he was really good in the strike zone. I thought the changeup was good, the sweeper was good, the sinker got ground balls. Like, he stayed on the attack. When he's doing that, I mean, he's pretty nasty.
So were you considering sending him out there at all for the sixth, or was it?
No, not after, where they were at with the lefties coming up, and he was already reaching 90 pitches there, and he had to work in that fourth inning. So I was pretty much going batter to batter. Trying to get through Naylor there in the fifth inning. So
along those same lines, we've seen Clay have to struggle through some long innings, and then it kind of snowballs. What was the biggest thing to just kind of regather himself there and make sure he shut it down there?
yeah, I thought it was a very good mound visit by Hef there, and then the guys kind of like giving him a little bit of breather there. With the bases loaded, 3-0 count, and he was able to execute and just kind of get the job done there. Limiting the damage when it felt like and it looked like he kind of lost it a little bit for a couple of batters. But like I said, he was on his game tonight, and he's good to see.
First series win, I think, in 3 weeks. What does that mean for you, and how big is it to kind of put a bow on the day to get a win like this?
Is that 3 weeks? It feels good. It feels good. But again, one day at a time mentality. We need to start winning series. We know we're good. It's been rough. It's been tough for all of us. But, there's no looking back now. Like, all we got to do is just worry about what we need to do today to get a W and continue to win series. And I'm glad that we were able to do that this time.
Anybody else, Doug? We got Clay Holmes, Lindor, and Vientos coming in. And there we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Open up for questions for Mark.
Hey, Mark, could you walk me through what your approach was against Kirby today?
I was just trying to see a fastball up in the zone, middle. I know he had a good two-seam action on his fastball, so I was just trying to see him middle, and not trying to do too much. We kind of talked about before the game, and I thought it was a good game plan.
And what was the energy like when you hit your home run, hearing all those little leaguers cheering behind you?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Right before that bat, one of the kids told me, he said, "Hey, Vientos, if you hit a home run, you got to give me your bat." Unfortunately, I was looking for the kid. I couldn't find him after that, but it was pretty sick.
Last year, you were playing every day. This year, obviously, the playing time's been a little bit more irregular. What's that been like, and how have you kind of been able to kind of rally through this time and come through?
I think I take every day like I'm starting, and prepare like I'm coming in the game whenever the team needs me, and whenever the opportunity presents itself, and honestly, whenever I'm out there, I try my best and do what I can, and if not, I'm just cheering on my team for us to win.
Is there anything kind of behind the scenes that has allowed you just to kind of stay ready when your number's called?
Just like when it comes to hitting, just like talking to Barnesy and Chavi about what I could do during the game. Just trying to see velo off of the machine, off of the spin ball, and just trying to get as realistic as possible. Like I'm taking game ABs.
Francisco, we talked to Carlos about how rough the last couple of weeks have been for the team. What is it like to win a series, win back-to-back games for the first time in a while?
Yeah, you're right. It's been a minute that we don't win a series. Winning is fun. Winning brings people together. When you're going through tough times, good teams have conversation among themselves, and when you win, you celebrate a little bit more, you know, and it feels good, you know, to have the aura to be a little bit higher, to be up, and to love on each other and to celebrate each other's success. You know, it's a good thing right now. But at the end of the day, we enjoyed tonight. It was a fantastic day overall, and then turn the page.
And Carlos also mentioned there were a couple of plays that you had trouble with, and Rodriguez with Seattle in center field. Was there anything going on with the lights or anything that led to those plays?
I blame my height. That's what Mark and Beatty said to me, that it would have been a line drive to their chest, and I had to jump for it. So I'll blame my mama and my dad.
I guess for both of you, what will you remember most about this day and just the event overall?
For me, it took me back to where everything started. You know, it was one of those moments. It was a long day, but it took me back to why I played the game, where everything started, and how simple their hitting cues are. I asked a couple of guys, and one that stuck to me was, I'm just looking at the baseball and hitting it. I'm like, makes a lot of sense, you know. For them, the game is simple, and at the level we are, when we have success, we keep it as simple as possible. So I take that, you know, I take a lot of smiles with me. I take a lot of moments with the kids where it was just like, it's asking the questions about hitting, and I also take the privilege to play this game.
Mark, earlier you were a little bit hesitant to go down the hill at the Little League complex. Are you glad that you did? And I don't know, what has the day been like for you?
I faced my fears today. That was always a childhood dream of mine to go down that hill. I think.
Did you fall?
No, I didn't. I'm an athlete, bro. Come on. But I was nervous, and then a couple of the guys pushed me to do it. But it was fun. It was fun, like Frankie said. Being around the kids and this environment just brings back memories of like just playing with guys you grew up with and around your neighborhood, that you were just playing the game very simple and just see ball, hit ball. And I feel like when we're going well, I feel like it's very simple, and we tend to talk in that manner. So it was fun. It was fun to be out here.
For Francisco, you've now gotten pretty hot after entering the homestand on kind of a culture. What do you think has flipped for you these past few days as opposed to what was happening before?
It has come down to execution. You know, Chavez, Jeremy Barnes, Rafa, the hitting department, they've been preparing us day in and day out. They've been telling us what to do and the game plan, you know. But I didn't execute. It has, the past couple of games, it has come down to execution. Sticking to my approach, my plan, and executing it. And just bottom line, that's what this game is all about. You create, you can study, you can prepare, you can do all you want, but if you don't execute, things don't go your way, and that's what has been happening the past couple of days.
And for Clay, what do you think was working for you today? Obviously, a pretty nice bounce back start for you.
Yeah, I think I was just able to kind of fill the zone up early. I think the sweeper kind of helped me quite a bit today. To get the sweeper and the changeup going and get some early outs there was a big. And then I was able to get out of the jam there in the fourth, keep the ball game kind of intact, keep the lead there, and give the offense enough chances. Eventually they're going to break through, and they were able to do it tonight. So it was a fun game today.
Francisco, en español. Más allá de esta importante victoria, ¿qué significado tiene para ti haber podido compartir con tu equipo de Puerto Rico, bueno, digo tu equipo de Little Leaguers, quienes por supuesto pues estuvieron allí bien pendientes de ti y de todos los Grandes Ligas, pero especialmente también de ti.
Me encantó tener la oportunidad de estar con ellos, de verdad que sí. Mi papá me dijo que yo iba a estar aquí y me dijo, tienes que llevarle gorra y tienes que saludarlo y pasar tiempo con ellos. Y dije, sí, papi, probablemente ya me pongan a hacer eso. Y era algo que yo quería también hacer. Tener la oportunidad de compartir con ellos, de verdad que es una de las razones por las que me siento que volví a donde todo comenzó. Literal, ellos están hoy en día pasando por el proceso que yo pasé cuando niño, tener la experiencia de venir a Estados Unidos y jugar, muchos de ellos sin sus papás, con sus coaches y entre ellos, ¿entiendes? Y jugaron estatales en Puerto Rico juntos y han tenido oportunidad de ir creciendo en el juego juntos. Y para mí eso es como jugar con Berrío, con Javi, con Tomás Nido, que fueron personas con las que yo crecí en el juego en Puerto Rico y ahora estamos en Grandes Ligas. Fue algo que se los dije, ¿entiendes? Hoy están aquí, mañana en un futuro ustedes están en Grandes Ligas y son a lo mejor compañeros, pero también están en diferentes equipos. El amor sigue ahí y sigan disfrutando del juego. De verdad que la pasé sumamente bien.
Clay, as the years gone on, what have you learned about working through some tough innings as your workload mounts, as the innings go on? What's been the key to kind of, execute in those situations?
Today I did a good job of really, not trying to add too much. Early in the year, I felt like I was really just kind of like trusting the movement, trusting the command of the pitches and kind of relying on that and not really trying to force things. And yeah, I feel like maybe the past few outings here, I've been just trying to force it too much, which the velo's been good, the velo's been up, the stuff's great, but sometimes this less is a little bit more. And I feel like today it was just kind of maybe a little bit more freedom using my pitches, kind of stay in the zone and, instead of just kind of forcing my best stuff. I feel like sometimes when I get in that mode, the zone can kind of come and go a little bit, and I feel like I was able to do it. Today I got in the jam there with 3-0 and just kind of pulled back a little bit for a second and said, let's not try to force it. Let's kind of just trust the movement here, and I was able to get out of it. I think it's big. It's easy this time of the year when wins matter a lot, just to kind of tense up and want to do more. And sometimes you got to trust your stuff, and get a good mix going, and just let the movement play. And I feel like I did a good job of that today.
Obviously, it was your third time pitching in this event. Did anything surprise you? And what's it like going through this experience, having that behind you, and kind of watching some of the other guys go through it for the first time?
It was fun, watching the guys experience for the first time, because it's real. You feel it, just the excitement of, you see the kids' faces, how much it means to them. It takes you back to when you were a kid, and when you were aspiring to be here, and it kind of gives you some perspective a little bit. My third time, I'm glad it was a win. Finally got a win in this game, so it was the first time being on the good side of this, which made it a lot more enjoyable.
Anything else for these guys?
Thank you. Have a good night.